Hey there, gang. The new standard format is just wide open with new opportunities. One of our wisest friends once said, "In wisdom gathered over time, I have found that every experience is a form of exploration." Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, amateur, and professional entomologists, welcome to Head Games Arena. I'm Jet, and today we're going to take a deck that we played a little while ago back out for another spin with a brand new card that makes it much more powerful. And by that, of course, I mean we are talking about Dragonback Assault, powered up by Icetill Explorer. So if you saw the spoilers for Edge of Eternities, you know that this card was coming out and that it is very, very strong. 4 mana for a 2/4 Insect Scout that says you may play an additional land on each of your turns, you may play lands from your graveyard, and whenever a land enters, you mill a card under your control. So this is one of the best landfall enablers the game has ever seen. So what can it do in standard? Arguably the best thing it does in standard is dances with the Dragonback Assault. Three mana plus green, blue, and red for a total of 6. It's a Temur enchantment that reads, when this enchantment enters, does 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. And then Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, make a 4/4 red dragon creature token. So these 2 cards on the battlefield, plus a Fabled Passage in your graveyard, means you get to trigger Fabled Passage twice for a total of 4 landfalls and 4 dragons. So you will close out a game very quickly if that is what's going on. So how do we get there? Keep the board clear early in the game with removal like Molten Exhale, Abrade, Into the Royal, and Dispelling Exhale. Abrade is uniquely good in the current best of 1 meta because there's a lot of artifacts out there. This is also strangely good against the Kona deck because it kills Kona and also removes Kona enablers like the Sariema and the Unlicensed Hovership. Couple of Roiling Dragonstorms to draw us cards to get us through the early game, and when this is on the board, when Dragonback Assault is, you're just going to churn through extra cards every turn, which really helps you stay stabilized in the mid-game. Stock up for extra card draw, Broadside Barrage to deal with some of those bigger threats, Ill-Timed Explosion as a board wipe to keep the entire board clean, and remember that we have a bunch of 6-drops and one very fancy 8-drop in the deck, so Ill-Timed Explosions can usually just be a straight-up board wipe. That's pitching a land and some other expensive card, a land that you're probably going to get back later. At the top end, we've got 2 copies of Twin Maw Stormbrood, double duty as a removal spell and a dragon to close out the game. Kind of the same with Meringue River Region, doubles as a card draw and then a finisher. 1 magical copy of Ureni, the Song Unending, to just close out the game. If this hits the board and you have control of the board, the opponent almost always scoops. So in the land base, Temur's actually pretty strong right now, so we have a lot of good options, but notably we've got 4 copies of Fabled Passage to do the fetch land trick, 2 copies of Cavern of Souls, and 1 Mistrise Village to kind of get through those pesky control decks. So that is the deck. It's quite powerful with the upgrade of Icetill Explorer. I'm super excited to show you what it can do. Before we head over into that gameplay, I want to remind everybody to please like, subscribe, leave comments down below, tell all your friends about Head Games. We really appreciate you. So with that, thanks as always for watching. Let's play some Head Games. Our Johnny Appreciator over here. Okay. Lots of interaction and an Icetill Explorer. That's what we came here to do, was to see if this insect can power up this deck. And the answer is we already know, because somebody did very well in a tournament with this. Okay, Savannah Lion for our opponent. We'll get the mountain out here. Do we just Molten Exhale? The Savannah Lion doesn't actually strike me as being particularly dangerous, as it is. If they're trying to play white aggro, we're very well suited against that. Especially if they just sit there and don't do anything on turn 2. What do you think? Friend? Nick? Buddy? How did you get that? How did you get that name? Yeah, we'll take 2. I'm more worried about what they play second. If you see Savannah Lions, I can't help but imagine this is probably a Cats deck. So there's some 2-drop cats that really matter here. I could bounce it. Oh, I can even play this as an instant right now. Yeah. Okay. Looking for lands in all the wrong places. Lots of lands in the deck. We should be drawing them. We're okay to be a little patient here, though, because we've got lots of interaction in our hand of both the sorcery and instant variety. Our opponent is being very patient. Enduring Innocence makes me wish that I had saved the Molten Exhale. So I think that takes an Into the Royal. Would love to draw some lands. That'd be great. We're really looking for lands. Now our opponent can play a land. Play Enduring Innocence. Now do we kill it? I think I've only got the one Exhale in the deck, so I don't have more exile effects. This card's really making me wish that I did. No, I think I don't. Alright, there's our land. Lots of options here. I think I'm actually just gonna pass. Because the Enduring Innocence is gonna draw them a card. Okay. If I force them to commit to the board, the Ill-Time Explosion eats a couple of things. Yep, just so. Sky Knight Squire draws them a card. Another creature to make Sky Knight bigger. Getting in for 2. Yep. And follow-up creatures, Savannah Lions. Sky Knight Squire gets bigger. We will cast Coil and Catch. Draw 3 cards and discard a card. I'm pretty okay with putting a land in the graveyard here. I think that's fine. Excellent draw for us. So we can Icetill Explorer, play a land from the yard, mill a card, play a land from our hand, mill a card. Go ahead and take out the knight. And then we'll see what our opponent's up to. So now we have Dragonback Assault online. We don't have any lands in our hand or in our graveyard, so we're a little short on that. Oh, Rabo. I thought it was cats. Yeah. That's right. Attacks from our opponent? No. Really wish... I mean, I could just cast Dragonback Assault here, but it doesn't necessarily do what I want it to. Ill-Time Explosion pitching a Braid does a very similar thing, and it draws me a few cards. So let's do this. That's exactly right. Fabled Passage, a Braid. 2 to everything. Feels very good right now. Land from the graveyard. We're not going to play the one from our hand. We're just going to keep playing Fabled Passage from our graveyard because that is what Icetill Explorer does. Although, now I've changed my mind. I have lots... I only have so many lands to fetch out of my deck, so we're going to hold. Now I have Broadside Barrage. Suddenly feeling like this deck could really use haste. Our opponent has moved a little slowly and hasn't really shown us a very powerful build. Just cats and sheep. This is riveting gameplay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, now they're roping us? Oh, come on, friend. I'm trying to make content for the think tank. While I have your undivided attention, I'd like to talk a little bit about the trees in my background. Do you see those? They light up. They're not charged right now, so I can't light them up right now, but I have chargers. And very soon, I'm going to plug them in, and there's going to be lights back there. Hoping it looks real cool. Real cool, unlike what's going on with our opponent right now. Now, I don't want to ungratefully assume that our opponent is doing this on purpose, but are they doing it on purpose? Using those timeouts up. We saw them touch their hand a minute ago. We know you there, Nick. If you feel a little outmatched, I get it. We all feel that way sometimes. And sometimes it just makes sense to, hit the pass turn button, let your opponent keep playing. Hey, look at that. That's a Savannah Lion. It's going to draw our opponent a card. Then maybe they're going to play their 5th land. What do you think? I think you should. If you've got a land in hand, I'm going to advise you, as your attorney, to play your 5th land. Yeah, so we're not bothering with Broadside Barrage because we have this. Yep. Now we play Fabled Passage a bunch of times. Playing Fabled Passage, at least we get to see what the deck does. So Icetill Explorer, Fabled Passage, and Dragonback Assault equals a lot of dragons. $10,000 question. I am going to draw 2 cards. And then attack for 2. So we are threatening lethal with our board currently. I have to remove any blockers that they put out, but I am threatening lethal. That's it. Good game. I like this Liliana avatar. I would say I like all Liliana avatars, but this one in particular. We are on the play against our ambitious friend. We do have interact. We get to draw on 2, interact on 3, wipe the board on 4, and we do get to draw some additional cards before anything else happens. The neat thing about these draw ditch effects is that I can pitch lands with impunity, knowing I'm going to get them back later. Looks like a solid hand to me. Our opponent starts with Leyline of Hope. We don't have an answer for that per se, other than like removing every life gain synergy we see. Okay, here's Healer's Hawk for our friend. We'll play a blue and play Roiling Dragonstorm. That's going to draw 2 cards, and we will discard the Fable Passage, I think. We probably should have kept a 4th land. Okay. Alright, a Johnny's Pride Mate gets a little bigger. That's an excellent land for us to see at this time. So do I play Broadside Barrage, or do I play a Braid? So I think I play a Braid here, because next turn I can Ill-Timed Explosion and pitch the Barrage. Are we analyzing the Pollen to draw another land? I don't think we need to, actually, because if our opponent's not doing anything wildly impressive, Cat Collector's good. There we go. Okay, this is sort of what I was looking for. So, land for turn, Ill-Timed Explosion. We could pitch the Into the Royal. Into the Royal is the only response we have to Leyline of Hope, though. I have to pitch at least this. Let's do this and this. go. We're still not out of the woods. Hinterland Sanctifier. Ruin Lurker back gets them to 26. One more thing gets them to the magic number that makes everything bigger with Leyline of Hope. Okay. So, good news. I can play Icetill Explorer. Play Fabled Passage. Activate Fabled Passage. Just doing some math here. I do have the breeding pool in the yard. I think I'm gonna get a mountain because I need blue for the Into the Royal, and breeding pool's gonna give me that. That's fine. I think I am probably overthinking this, and we'll play breeding pool untapped, and we'll say go. I think we're okay. Leon in Vanguard for our opponent. Gaining lots of life. Yep. Lots of life gain. Here we go. Okay. Pass. Just double checking here. Return target non-land permanent. Yep. We will block the Leon in Vanguard. And we royal the ley line, making all their creatures small again. Left the card on top. Left the card on top. My guess is it's a land, which is going to make them feel very sad about what's about to happen. Let's play Dragonback Assault and destroy your whole board. Fabled Passage. 39 life? Okay. We know that our opponent plays Arena. We know that for sure. It's really like I can't say if it's clever or just very basic, a little of both, I guess. This looks fine. We'll keep this. Plenty of interaction to start out the game. We'll let that Stomping Ground come in tapped. Blue mana for our opponent. So next we'll play Riverpire Verge and say go. Don't have any targets for the things we're trying to do. Second blue mana for our opponent feels very bad. I think from here we play Escape Tunnel so we can definitely get a green mana next turn. And then we'll say go and see what our opponent's up to. Third mana for them. I mean, mono blue feels like dedicated control, probably mill, which is bad for us. Alright. I'm very tempted to ill-timed explosions here, but I think I'm just gonna slam an Icetill Explorer and see if our opponent decides to use a counterspell. I think they will. This is worth countering. Oh, look at that. It's like Studio Ghibli. It's very cool. Okay. Mistrise Village feels very good right now. Let's just say go. Mistrise Village feels very good in this matchup. Okay. Rhineborn Cutthroat for our opponent. Sure. Gets in for 2. Oh, they've got a demolition field? Boy, that sucks. Yeah, our Mistrise Village suddenly doesn't feel so good because I didn't notice that they had land destruction sitting across the field. What are we pitching? Twin Maw, maybe? There's not a good answer here. Yeah, I think that's right. And now we're gonna demolition field on your turn. Sure. Unclear. Okay, what do you got, friend? Anything else? Oh, you're getting your third blue source. Okay, here we go. Let's try to main phase a stock up, as though we had any other choice. You feel like countering my... No? Okay, great. We'll take Roiling Dragonstorm and Cavern of Souls. Two lands in the graveyard already. Okay, yeah, let's just play Fabled Passage. I think we don't have any dragons, so let's just main phase Roiling Dragonstorm again, as though I had any other choice. Our opponent is going to allow it. And we'll say go. Excellent. Our opponent missed a land drop. I'm hoping we can punish them for this. Boy, I'm liking this deck a little bit more every moment. I really am. Because I just realized that I'm going to be able to get Icetill's going to be able to get Mistrise back. We'll get the other forest. We'll play Cavern of Souls on Insect. And play Icetill Explorer. Get our Mistrise Village back. And say go. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So they've got this, like... Go ahead. I'm 100% okay with you using your mana on your turn. Icetill Explorer. Fabled Passage. Perfect. Oh, they are done! Oh, look at the mouse. That is a scary mouse. We're playing first. This is fine. We can actually escape tunnel into a blue mana on turn 1 if we want to, which high likelihood we're going to draw it, but I do think that that's probably correct. So we will play escape tunnel. We're not above doing stuff on our turn. I don't think giving them this information is going to change things all that much. We'll play Thornspire Verge. We have a Braid up. That's what we're looking for. I think this... The only time I've seen white-green recently was the Sariana deck. Oh, no. This is rabbits. Or woodland folk. Woodland creatures. Yeah. I feel like we're in a great position against this deck. Yep. Valley Quest Caller number 2. We'll broadside barrage that. We'll pitch the Fabled Passage. Riverpire Verge, Icetill Explorer. We'll get Fabled Passage. And say go. I don't think we're going to crack the Fabled Passage. Okay, another Valley Quest Caller for our opponent, and Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, let's do it. get the old deck thinning going. Lots of lands in our graveyard feels very good. Ward 2, right? Paying the ward. Drawing a card, discarding Cavern of Souls. Alright, our buddy's back. Cavern of Souls, naming Dragon. Willow Rush Verge. Roiling Dragonstorm, draw some cards. Ooh. We are in trouble. Need to draw some non-lands. I mean, our opponent's in trouble too, but we need to draw something that's not a land. Yep. That's not a land, technically. Okay. Ill-timed explosion. Icetill Explorer. Explosion? Unfortunately, we have to... Wait, you're indestructible. Okay, so we're not discarding cards? Is it indestructible forever? Put an indestructible counter on it. Very cool. Okay. Yep. Okay. Valley Quest Caller's a 3/4. 3/4 indestructible at that. What else we got? Paw Pack Recruit. Looks good on paper. Looks real good on paper. So what we've learned is that this deck is quite strong against creature decks. Because Dragonback Assault, 3 damage, turns out, is pretty amazingly strong. So do I Dragonstorm first? Yeah, let's do it. Let's draw. Yep. And then we'll play our land. Make a dragon. Pick up both of the Dragonstorms. Okay. I mean, we have enough regular lands so we can stop fetching, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have any... Oh, I do. I do have a mountain. Yep. Cool. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would have pumped it. Our opponent is still very much putting up a fight here, which is remarkable. Okay. Alright, we have to be thoughtful about how we're going to do this. 29 cards left in the deck. Icetill Explorer. Fabled Passage. Let's see if we have any more basics in our deck. I think we have at least one. Just one. Okay. Cool. Okay. Whenever you attack, choose one. Make a 1/1 white creature token that's tapped and attacking. And there's 2 of those. So every time they attack, they're going to make 2 creatures. I see. Okay. So, we will play a land from our graveyard. Not feeling great about dumping all of those really cool cards into our graveyard. I'm trying to decide whether the Stormbrood is the way to go here. I'm not playing any more lands for turn, so yeah, let's just get this down. And they're going to have... If they attack with everything... they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. Yeah, we can wait. I gotta say, that one of... Oh, wow! Amazing. So good for our opponent. What a top deck. I don't think we lose. It's just... Sure. You could scry a bunch of times with no worry. I just have lethal on board, right? Yep. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can block here with impunity. And then everything else is just bigger. Okay. Unless I'm missing Sneaky Reach, this is lethal. Rabbits! Listen, Cloud, who apparently likes to wear robes. I mean, I get that. It's very Hawkeye Pierce of you. Probably too old of a reference for anybody to have any idea what the heck I'm talking about. This is fine. Molten Exhale to deal with the first thing they cast. Stock up to give us the best 2 cards. Starting Town gives us no information. Commune with Beavers. Kona. Okay. Sure. Yep. So I can take the turn off, right? They don't have the land. They can't cast Kona. It's pretty safe for me at this point to just play an untapped land and play stock up. What we are looking for is an untapped land of our own. Honestly, am I taking both? I think I need the Abrade. I think the Abrade is very, very good in this matchup. I already have an Icetill Explorer, and I already have dragons in my hand. I'm going to take the Abrade and the Fabled Passage. Okay. Okay, now they've got the land, which is fine because we can kill Kona at instant speed. So escape tunnel, say go. Yep. There's Kona. Tapping Kona to make the thing. Do we just... No. We're gonna Molten Exhale. Revealing the Twin Maw. And then, to boot, we're gonna activate Escape Tunnel. Do we have 2 green? We do. Red it is. So we're gonna be very careful, because we need to be able to do that again. So we can... Icetill Explorer. Oh, can't do that. Fabled Passage. We will get the other mountain. Fabled Passage again. And we'll get a forest. 3 basics. Yeah, I don't think we can stop that. You got it. Sure. Okay. Pretty great hit. Icetill Explorer. I really don't want to get all the lands out of my deck, but we'll have to see if I dump any. Two basics. Okay. Okay. Let's just say go. Saboteur might get in. They may try to use the Sunset Saboteur to station up Adagia and then try to copy Unidentified Hovership, which we have a fair response to. I don't really want to use my Abrade on the Hovership, but this is what I expected. Okay. This is a sorcery speed effect, right? Okay. There's Kona. Got the answer. All right. Protection from white and black. Ureni might be bananas here. So do I Dragonback Assault first? So I can Dragonback and stock up. Yep. Thornspire Verge. Riverfire Verge. Get in for 2. We're just going to stock up now. Shields have to go down. Okay, analyze the pollen, maybe a land. I don't think the second Explorer really does a whole lot for us at this point, but... okay. I mean, Ureni does quite a lot right now. If they have a third Kona... Yep. Unidentified Hovership gets one of our tokens. We're okay with that. Do we have any more basics? I think we do. 2 more. 1 more basic after this. I'm not certain that I have something I can pollen for that wins me the game. I'm like really interested in looking now, but yeah. Fable Passage. Stomping Ground. Get in for 10. What are we looking for? Collecting Evidence 8, Stormbrood, and Roiling Dragonstorm? I have no idea what I'm getting. I'm just looking. It's probably Meringue River Regent. Look at what's left in my deck. Yeah, it's Meringue River Regent. And then... are they playing with board wipes? Let's just say go. We got there! Memnon. Wow. Just Just wow. It's a lot of Fabled Passages. Can I keep this? This feels really... It feels so risky. This is not better. The first hand did the same thing. First hand was better. That's all there is to it. Play an island. Now we have Dragonstorm. Feels a little bit better. Now we're doing stuff. Pitch. It's gotta be this, I think. Can't believe we haven't drawn lands. Our opponent is also having a little bit of trouble. I don't mind that. We will take yet another land next turn, please and thank you. Enchantment for our opponent, Unstoppable Slasher. We do... This doesn't exile? I can't believe that doesn't exile. Yep, stock up's an okay draw. Are we taking 2 lands? I kind of like Into the Royal here, but I also kind of like taking 2 lands. Yeah, I think we have enough stuff. Okay, we're keeping up pace. I don't hate where we're at. Unholy Annex is unsurprising. Our opponent's going to draw some more cards now. Okay. So we can deal with the Slasher forever, which I don't think is necessarily a bad idea. Our opponent also missed a land drop. Are we playing Icetill Explorer? We also can't play Icetill Explorer because we don't have the green mana for it. We say go. I mean, I guess we probably should have Charring Bited the Unstoppable Slasher that turn. Preacher's good. We'll deal with Preacher now. Pitch a land. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to play our land for turn, and we're going to play Meringue River Regent, the dragon. And we're going to put both of these very annoying things back in your hand. Choose. Sure. What do you think? What's the take? Takes the board wipe. You got a second creature? Another bat, perhaps? Yeah, shoot the sheriff is what I expected. Are you gonna miss another land drop? Not great for our opponent. Okay. Oh, target creature without flying. Isn't that cute? Okay. So we ill-timed explosion, right? We could draw first. Now let's just do it. Alright, we're gonna pitch a land and Icetill Explorer. Then I think we Roiling Dragonstorm. Put a Fabled Passage in the graveyard. Get a land down for turn. Say go. Here we go. You gotta have another bat to deal with this assault or you are in trouble. And they've got it. How wonderful for them. Yeah, that's what you take. Land and another play. Nothing for our opponent. Not great for them. Okay, so Obviously doesn't feel terrific. Do I have another cavern in my... I don't. Okay. So, honestly, playing Icetill at this point doesn't do us any good. It's fair to say that playing lands at this point doesn't necessarily do us a lot of good. Very good. It's very funny to me that we have twice as many lands as our opponent, and it feels like we're losing. Sure. Okay. Well, really, as soon as we stick Dragonback Assault, the game is probably over. Like this. Naval Passage. Roiling Dragonstorm. Pitching a land. We are now way too far ahead of our opponent. I will say, one of the things that I wish this deck was better capable of is getting things back from the graveyard. Twin Maw Stormbrood has looked really bad against Deep Cavern Bat. Yep. Well, we are into our card draw engine now, so we will get a land, get another dragon, pick up the Dragonstorm. I don't think that their deck runs removal. Doesn't matter. That's it. And finally, our Jaya-coded friend, who's got 33 duels under their belt. So listen, we played against Mono White twice, Mono Blue once, and Mono Black once. Let's see if we can get 4 out of 5 of the mono-colored matchups in our gameplay today. I think that we can keep this. If they come out of the gate, we're going to be a little sad, but they didn't, so we can start with Stomping Ground and say go. Watch it be the mirror. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, that makes me feel bad. Because I can't play Roiling Dragonstorm this turn because I didn't get a blue out with a Fabled Passage on turn 1. So we're going to rectify that. And I really want the Analyze the Pollen. I don't think I just want to use it for a land. Lumbering World Wagon for our opponent. Now we'll get a blue. And they will dig out a land. So there is a version of this deck that plays with the World Wagon. So we probably are playing the... We probably are playing the mirror. Let's say they're... Are they playing... I think it's Insect. What do you got, friend? Anti-causal Vestige. So this is... They get to put something that has a 5 on it into play. We'll get rid of the World Wagon now. There's no reason not to. I'm just going to blow it up later. So they're going to go right to their end step, and they're going to put 5 mana thing into play, and it is... It is Cactus Sure Shot that has a ward of 2. Alright, we're gonna play Fabled Passage. So this is the Temur combo deck that basically gets 4 power creatures into play and then just ruins your life with them. So I need to try to get set up to not die. But we're probably not in the best position because we don't have a board wipe. Like, we really need, at this point, we need to draw into an ill-timed explosions. Because that's a 4-4, and a lot of the other stuff our opponent's playing are also 4-4. They're not making snap plays, which tells me that their lines aren't obvious, which is, thankfully, one of the best things that we can hope for at this point. I'm not sure our Icetill Explorer survives. Okay, Outcaster Trailblazer. Makes a mana into Anti-Causal Vestige. Draws you a card. Everything gets haste. That is 15 damage, no blocks. This deck that I'm sitting across from looks a lot cooler than I thought it would. 6 mana gets our opponent Dragonhawk, and we're just dead. We're dead, folks. That's how good that deck is. Oh. Wait, when does this trigger? Enters or attacks. Exile. Oh, they're still in exile. So as long as Dragonhawk is still in play, I'm still dead. Got it. Okay, so I 100% need to draw... I 100% need to draw an ill-timed explosions right now, and a card big enough to kill my opponent's board. Can we do it? Let's find out. Here we go. And that is a no, friends, and our opponent wins the day. They don't even have to do anything. They can just move to end step, let those exile things kill us. Wow. Very impressed by this deck. Good game. All right, friends and opponents, how did we do this week? 6-1 on camera. I was really hoping for that 7-0, but then we got dunked on by that other new Temur deck that's making the rounds right now. But I was kind of happy to see it because we got to see that deck do its thing, and I haven't really played against it yet. So pretty remarkable way to wrap up the day. And our wins were a little iffy. We played against some lower power decks, some fringe decks, and our opponent in the first round kind of stalled out a little bit. Not sure if that, it was perfectly fair. But a win is a win. 6-1 is a good record, and I actually think that this deck is quite strong based on these new additions. Icetill Explorer is an absolute powerhouse. We're going to see this card a lot. I was happy to craft 4 copies of it, and I would encourage everybody to do the same. There's going to be a lot of opportunity to do very fun and degenerate things with this card over the next 3 years that it's in Standard. So if you were wondering, is Icetill Explorer worth it at 4 mana? I'm going to tell you that my opinion is absolutely yes. It is more than worth it. A terrific card if you can build around it, and there's lots of opportunity to do that with cards like Fabled Passage and anything that has Landfall in the text here in Standard. So otherwise, there's not a lot of new flavor to this deck, but we really just wanted to take it out for a spin because, it's doing well on the tournament scene right now, and it's a deck that I enjoyed a couple seasons ago, and I was very happy to see that it got a robust upgrade in Icetill Explorer. So that is all for this week. Thank you as always for tuning in. If you stayed until the end, you are an excellent and admirable human being, just absolutely the best, and I appreciate you. So thanks again for watching, and remember, take care of your head. Hey gang, thanks so much for tuning in. Click that subscribe button to support the channel and check out the latest Standard video where we use Halia Guided by Light to get unbelievable games.